Hello and welcome back. When we just look at the markets at this point of time, Nifty is looking in positive 116. However, of the day's high, but it's the mid cap index that's looking in the small cap index that's looking in slightly on the weaker side. Now let's welcome in Yatin Gupte, Chairman and Managing Director at Wardwas Innovations and Mobility. So when we just talk about the numbers or the reported sales numbers, it's been about 3,295 units for the month of November, which is a solid 12 times growth on a YOY basis. Of course, it's not sustainable, but what's a monthly run rate that you would be looking at?
So monthly run rate which we are looking at currently is somewhere around 6 to 7,000 vehicles per month. So a current order book which we are booking means last month's figures which we have done. Actually, we have performed very well compared to YOY, and we are very much confident that from the December figures would be much higher than 3,200 units. It would be somewhere around 5 to 6,000 units, and same run rate would be for January, February, and March. So in Jan, Feb, March, our target which we have taken is somewhere around 20,000 vehicles in this last quarter.
Mr. Gupte, good afternoon. This is Cheryl also joining in the conversation. A stellar uptick in actually on for your growth, for monthly sales growth on a year-on-year basis. Your order book now stands at 5,000 units at the end of November. I know you spoke about the order book, but what sort of an order book size do you expect by the end of this year? And any outlook that you can give how the next year is looking like for you, given that the EV penetration is just increasing from here on?
Yeah, as I said, last quarter we are looking at somewhere around 18,000 vehicles more, which would be produced and dispatched from our inventory. And for coming year, the year is very promising, and we are excited for that because we would be also launching three-wheeler and high-speed vehicles by end of the last quarter. So the numbers which we are looking for next financial year is somewhere around 50 to 16,000 vehicles. So it would be again a double growth for us compared to financial year 21.
Right. So don't you think next year will be quite interesting for the two-wheeler pack in terms of electric vehicles? You've had new players like Ola, Xiaomi has globally said that they would be doing, Hero is investing, TVS has been quite upbeat on their conference call as far as, two-wheeler electric vehicles is concerned. Don't you think it will be an interesting space and consumer will get a lot of choice? So acceptance that time may be completely different versus what you have seen now.
Yeah, exactly. The next year, as you said, is really thrilling for us. And I'm more confident, and because our distribution network is already spreaded. Currently, we are having more than 500 dealers and retailers across India. And I can vouch on it, and I can guarantee that this would be the most we are having highest dealer network currently in electric vehicle space. So yes, next year would be thrilling, and the numbers would be really roping in. And I don't see any competition as of now, because as I said, we are already towards the phase of establishment. We have good network. We are eyeing on the high numbers. So I really don't think that there would be a huge competition as of next year is concerned.
Right. Let me talk about your expansion plans and capex plans. Do you have any of those in mind, given that you already have presence in over 25 cities in India? Any expansion plans that you can actually give information about to our viewers? And also, if you could shed some light on what sort of new launches that you have lined up. You've said that you are planning to enter a three-wheeler segment as well next year.
Yeah. So as far as expansion plan is concerned, we are planning to expand in East. Northern East. So we will be having our small assembly plant in eastern part of, we are in terms of speaking with Odisha government also, they have promised us certain incentives on that. Again, we are speaking with Karnataka and Kerala. So this small assembly plants will help us to reduce our transportation cost, which is almost 2.5% as of now. So expansion in eastern part of country and southern part of country is expected by late fourth quarter of this financial year. And as far as the new segment is concerned, our tests are already completed for three-wheeler. we would be submitting our vehicle for ARI submission by mid of December. We expect that it would be the certification would be completed by Feb or March latest, and we would be starting with our production by February end of March or March. And in two-wheeler segment, yeah, we are coming up with the 4 new models, and all these 4 models would be high speed in FAME 2 subsidy.
All right, then we leave it at there. Thank you, Mr. Gupte, for joining us on the show, giving us a take on what exactly your company is planning on to do in the year ahead. Definitely looks promising for World Wizard Innovations. And that was Yatin Gupte, who is the Chairman and Managing Director at World Wizard Innovations and Mobility. Let's move on and let's stay put with the auto pack, and Maruti Suzuki, a